Welcome to the Dress Up Mom. Hi everyone, welcome to the Dress Up Mom. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Rika Hayden. If you're not already subscribed, please subscribe and give us a thumbs up if you like what you're seeing. Also, we are on Instagram and Twitter at the Dress Up Mom, hashtag the Dress Up Mom. So today we're doing something a little bit different, a topic that's a little different than we normally would do. But we're talking about how to make your footwear more comfortable and also just better for you. And I have a special guest with us today, I'm very excited about. This is Lena Gossman, and she is the founder of Insole. So Lena, thanks so much for being here. Really appreciate it.
Happy to be here.
So I have been testing out, I just kind of bumped into Lena, and she has such a great personality. We were out eating or something, and we got to talking, and she told me what she was doing, and she sent me some of her soles. And I'm gonna let her talk about sort of what they do and what's great about them and how she started them, but I'll give you my experience because I've been wearing them for a little while now. I put them in things like my rainbows, which don't have any arch support. You know, in Southern California, people wear flip-flops a lot, and they're really actually not very good for your feet.
Exactly.
And so I found this huge difference wearing them in my rainbows, and also in things like these. I have these Smen clogs that I love that are also would normally hurt my feet if I wore them too much. But with these, I can wear them kind of all day, and it's not any sort of a problem. Whoa. So, Lena, tell us about your inspiration, sort of your background, and how you came up with these great soles.
So I have been fixing people's foot problems and hand making insoles for the past 11 years, sanding them down, creating different geometries to help ease different foot problems. And so over time, you know, I was making these full-length insoles and people loved those, but I would notice that they were only wearing them when they would wear their tennis shoes. And the thing is that everybody has so many different styles. You know, when you want to go out, you don't want to be wearing big, bulky tennis shoes. You're going to wear ballet flats or heels, or when you have business appointments, you want to wear some pumps. And a full-length insole just doesn't fit in those shoes, but that's not going to stop people from wearing those shoes anyways.
Well, the other problem with the full-length insoles that I found is they make your shoe almost like a half size smaller. Mm-hmm. You have to get your shoe either bigger, or it's just really not comfortable unless you have a shoe that's a little bit bigger. That's been my experience.
Exactly. So it can crowd your forefoot, or it can make your heels slip out of the back. But there are shoes that work really well with full-length insoles, but for the shoes that just don't, we needed a solution. So I started hand making different versions of this insole for people, and people were loving them, ordering more. And so I decided, you know, how many people can I help one by one hand making the insoles? It's really important for me to get these manufactured so that I can really give a solution to more people. And so it's been, you know, a many-year process, but finally I found the right materials, I perfected the design, found the right manufacturer, and I was just on Kickstarter.
Yeah, you said that.
It was pretty successful.
How did that work?
It worked out really well. It was just so amazing to see how many people were picking up on it and loved it and would share about it with their friends and family, and I made 3 times my original goal.
Oh my gosh, that's great! That's fantastic!
So enough for my first order, and my first order is gonna be in within the next couple weeks.
Great. Well, at the end, we'll definitely tell people how they can get them and what's going on. So talk us through it. What is unique and what's different about these? I mean, I could talk about it, but I'd rather have you explain it to people.
So this has all the elements of a full-length insole. It's got a rocker shape to it. It's got a part to it that will help to stop your arch from collapsing and tearing.
My rainbows are really old, guys, but it goes to show, even in these,
it'll give a lot of protection and support. So this part will relieve pressure from your heel, and then this part up here helps to kind of suspend the forefoot bones and redistribute the pressure along the rest of your foot. And then this part over here will stop your arch from dropping and overpronating. So it'll feel a little bit different depending upon what shoe you put it into. So if you put it into a tennis shoe that already has some existing support, then it's going to feel like a lot of support because you're adding more support to a shoe that already has some.
Right.
But if you put it into a shoe like a flip-flop or a ballet flat, which has no support, then at least you'll have enough that you're going to protect your feet and you can walk a lot longer throughout the day and have a lot more balance and alignment as well and pressure relief.
Yeah, I definitely, like I said, I definitely found that myself. But again, what's really cool about them, you just take them out. You take them out and they continue to stick in other shoes. I mean, they're so cool.
Yeah.
And you can wash them because, you know, your feet kind of get stinky. So you can take them and just put them under, what do? You just put them under like the hot water for a little while?
Yeah, it can be warm water or cold water. And you just wash it off in the sink. You can use soap or no soap, and once it dries, it gets really sticky again, but it's not going to leave any sticky residue on your shoe.
I know, they're really, really cool.
And then you can move it from shoe to shoe. Some people will want to use just one pair and move it from shoe to shoe, but I think a lot of my customers, they will try one pair and then they decide, okay, you know, I want a few so I don't have to keep moving it all the time because the price point is very reasonable. I'm trying to make it so that everybody can afford to have comfortable shoes. They don't have to go spend $1,000 to go to a podiatrist when, you know, they're having plantar fasciitis or kind of a simple foot problem like that.
Right.
Just a little bit of heel pain or forefoot pain. There should be a solution out there for everyone to be able to easily just stick it in their shoe and have some relief.
So how many people suffer from foot issues? Is it pretty, or do a lot of us have them and we don't even know?
Well, a lot of people I feel like have trained themselves to believe that your feet just hurt, but I'm here to say your feet don't have to hurt.
Your feet don't have to hurt, and it doesn't matter what you're wearing.
Millions of people are suffering each year from foot pain, and some people, you know, go to doctors to try to fix it, and some people just kind of ignore the pain and they cut off the connection between their brain and their feet. And, you know, doing that is unhealthy as well because how are your feet going to heal if you're just ignoring the pain? I want to get to the root of the issue, protect your feet, and allow you to keep your style too.
Right, because a friend of mine at work had an issue where she had, I think what you called it, that fascia thing.
Plantar fasciitis.
Plantar fasciitis or whatever.
Yeah.
And I think when she went to have it treated, they told them that it takes like 6 months or something to get over that.
It can take a long time. It's all about being consistently taking care of your feet. I mean, it's not just insoles that are going to fix plantar fasciitis. It's a combination of doing exercises, stretching, massaging out the scar tissue, and then protecting your feet. Because what's happening with plantar fasciitis is that you have this tissue along the bottom of your feet, and it attaches at your heel. And when your arch drops, it stretches, kind of like a rubber band. And when it stretches too far, it can get these little micro tears in the tissue. And so the main thing people think, oh, I need a lot of cushioning under my heel oftentimes, but what they really need is support so that the arch doesn't drop and re-tear in the same places over and over again.
Okay, well, I know I definitely want to pick up some more of these. So
Awesome.
Tell us, how can we do that? How can people find them? What are they going to cost? Is it going to take a little while? What's your plan?
Well, it's all coming together right now. You can already start ordering it at www.soul, S-O-U-L, Insole, INSOLE.com. And I've got PayPal set up, and you can just use your credit card as well. And there will be some promo codes going out that you can share with your fans.
Cool.
And then also, I think about 30 stores in the next month and a half have pre-ordered the insoles throughout the nation. So it's going to be in a few different.
Posted on where? Right?
Exactly.
It'll be on your website.
I will soon post up where all these stores are once I get my order in. So right now it's pre-orders, but you'll still be able to get them by the beginning of June.
Okay, and how much do they cost?
They're retailing for $29.99.
That's great.
And so it's a really reasonable price and a great way to protect your feet for not hurting your pocketbook.
Yeah, well, I know I'm going to be ordering some more. I love these, and I have some I want to just keep in certain shoes and then have other ones that we go. So please support this incredible woman entrepreneur, if you're in San Diego particularly, a local woman entrepreneur. And thank you so much, Lena, for coming and talking to us.
Thank
you
so much for
appreciate
having me
it.
today, Riker.
Thanks for watching, and until next time, dress it up a little.